Greetings, Rosie here with Living Your Best Life. This is our 7-day Living Your Best Life challenge. Welcome, welcome. As you come in, let me know who is here. Please put your name and where you're coming in from in the comments. Okay, let's see if I'm seeing any chats coming in. I'm not seeing any chats. Oh, yes. Okay. So Richard is here from Ghana, or Sam. I don't know which you prefer. I've known you by both names. So let me know in the comments which you prefer, Richard or Sam. But welcome. Glad to have you back here. Glad to see you putting in the work and, doing your action steps. Kim is here. Kim is in the house. Let's see who we have in the house on YouTube. Yeah, if my YouTubers. Oh, I see Deanna. Deanna is in the house. Give thanks, Deanna. Yay. So glad to have you here. So as a couple more folks come in, I give thanks for Deanna. I want to show some gratitude to Deanna right now. We're going to start the gratitude right now from the jump start. I want to give big thanks to her in gratitude. My good friend who's pushing me to reach my next level. So as some more people come in, I will tell you a little bit about what Deanna has been doing to push me forward and, just being a great example of, reaching the next level. And it's so amazing to have, and I'm so grateful to have folks around me who are, at my level or above and always just striving to push each other, to reach a next level, to reach a next goal. And I just really appreciate being around that energy and having you in my life, Deanna. So you guys are going to hear a little bit more about Deanna. She is not going to be able to stay with us the whole time, but hopefully I will get the story in before she has to take off. Let's see, who else do we have in the house? Did anybody else come in, or do we want to just get rolling? Let's see. I see Richard. I see Kim. Who else is with me here? Okay. Oh, and then Deanna says reflection. Yes. We are all mirrors for one another. And Deanna is coming in from Ferry Hill, Jamaica. She lives just down the road from me here. We had a lovely beach day yesterday. And you know what? I'm just going to jump into things because I'm feeling it. And yeah, if people aren't on time, then they're just going to have to catch the replay. Greetings, JD. Glad you are here. Love you. Coming in from Cali. Let's see, who do we have in the house? Oh, Noelle came in. Yes, and Samantha's in the house. Okay, folks are rolling in. Yeah, I wanted to give a few minutes to let people get in here. Excellent. So let's see, we have Ghana in the house. We've got California in the house. We've got Hawaii in the house. We've got Jamaica in the house. Let's see, who else? Yeah, let us know you're here in the comments. Oh, we've got Noelle here from Mount Shasta, another California in the house. JD, I think you're Santa Rosa. So we got Santa Rosa and Shasta representing. We have a bunch of Shasta people registered. So hopefully we might even have some more Shasta energy come into the house, that root chakra energy. So, okay, I'm just going to jump right in because I'm like really excited. And yeah, this challenge has caused me to have to take a challenge myself. I mean, I did set intentions and I'm doing the action steps along with you guys as we go through the challenge. But worldwide, Rosie, so nice. Yes. Sorry, I'm allowing myself to be distracted over here a little bit by the comments. But yes, so today is all about gratitude. And you guys don't even know how much gratitude I am feeling right now. Oh, Santa Cruz. Yes, JD's in Santa Cruz. Feeling so much gratitude right now for, our evolution and our growth and always continuing to rise to a next level. So I let you guys know that when we left yesterday, once I got the replay sent out, that I would be meeting Deanna at the beach. So, and then her husband just opened a new little vegan, vegetarian, Jamaican cook shop. So we met up at the cook shop. It's so nice to have, like Ital food in our area. Sometimes it's hard to find here. So that's super excited. I'm grateful for that as well. But so, Deanna was on yesterday and we walked down to the beach and she said, Rosie, who was that on your live? She's like, that is not the Rosie I know here at the beach, who just flows and, just, says everything in divine timing that it just comes out and I always know the right thing to say. And yeah, and like she and I are like sisters that, yeah, she and I'll come back to the comments, but I just don't want to interrupt this flow. So we go down to the beach. So she's like, who was that? That's not the Rosie I know who, sits and flows at the beach and we just, go back and forth. And yes, I do. Up until now, I have, written a script or had an outline of what I'm going to talk about when I come and do my lives. Even though I've been doing this sort of work for like, I don't know, 30 some years. I've only been on an online platform like this doing lives for about 2, maybe going on 3. I think 2 years. I'll have to look back and see. And it's interesting because I recognized that, so sorry, I'm rambling a little bit. I'm just, letting things flow today. But so Deanna, said, I really want to see you in your live tomorrow. Just flow. With no script, no agenda, just letting it, come out because, she wanted to see that beautiful flow that I have. And where I'm getting this idea that I was thinking about, like, why is it that I feel like I need to rely on having some sort of script or outline that I need to, or like, in a lot of my programs, I'll have PowerPoints and I'll have it all laid out. I come from this academic background where we had to have everything scientifically proven and we had to, show evidence of it and all of this. And I know some people are scientifically minded that they need to see like the proof and the evidence behind things. But there's also something to just letting spirit flow through you, which I feel like when I'm in person, I can do so well. When I'm in our mastermind groups and I'm seeing your faces, some of you folks in here are in some mastermind groups with me. When I can see your faces and I see the reactions, it's much easier for me to just, ebb and flow and allow it to just roll out naturally as I'm typically good at doing. But when I'm on a live and I'm just looking at myself and I'm not seeing your faces and I'm not seeing your reactions, like, yes, I'm seeing comments. I am seeing comments down below. So I am getting some feedback from you. But so I made this recognition yesterday. And so Dina, and let me see Dina said you're doing fantastic. Thanks, Dina. I love you. I really love you, sister, for pushing me to a whole nother level because I can do this. But for some reason, when I'm doing a live and I'm just looking at myself, I don't know, maybe I get a little like subconscious or something. And I had this fear that I wouldn't know what to say, that I would just be like blank. But silence is a beautiful thing too. And if that's what's meant to happen, that's what divinely happens. So today I am taking the brave challenge and I am just going to flow. Gratitude is definitely a subject that I talk to people about all the time. I certainly do not need a script. I don't need quotes. I don't need data to back up what I'm saying. If I'm the divine I am, spirit can flow straight through me. And why would I accept anything less than that? I also want to give big thanks to my coach, Toby Staples, because this is something you have been telling me for a long time. You have definitely encouraged me to just flow, to go off script, to just let things evolve and come through exactly as they're supposed to. So you guys are getting the like raw, genuine, Rosie, unscripted. This is just, coming as it is. I don't have an agenda. Give thanks, Noelle. Yes. It feels really good, you guys. And give thanks for being witness to this, because a lot of you have seen me as I've evolved my business, and I know I've gotten better at doing lives, and I thought I had broken through some of this stuff, but apparently there was still I had to do a little movement yesterday. I had to get into the water and swim and go for a walk with my dear friend and, shake off some of those like shackles. That's how it feels. Yeah. Like I'm just like shaking off any remaining like shackles that might be there, that might be holding me back from reaching my highest potential. And that's what it takes to live your best life. You've got to let go of all that old stuff. And any of you who know me know that I've been doing work on this for years. Like, this isn't something that's new to me. I've been talking about these things for many, many years and doing lots of, self-reflection and self-healing and, lots of work on myself to let go of anything that's no longer serving me, let go of people who are no longer serving me, setting those, healthy boundaries and having these standards about how we'll allow people to treat us in our lives. So yes, give thanks, Dina. I so appreciate you. And this feels so good. It feels so freeing to not be looking at a script, to just allow spirit to flow through. So yay. So I'm going to look back at some of the comments. Samantha said, so grateful for you and all you do. I give thanks for that. She said, I love your bathing suit, by the way. It's actually a dress, but yeah. Thank you. Love the flow, Noelle says. Your joy is contagious today. Yay. Thank you. Well, I mean, I took the brave step, but that is definitely thanks to Deanna pushing me. She said, this is the Rosie I know and love. She was saying, like, you just have to pretend you're at the beach talking to Deanna when you're talking to the screen. And it works. I love you, Deanna. Give thanks for coming in. Give thanks for holding space for me and seeing that next level. Sometimes that's what it takes, guys, is somebody seeing that next level for us. Sometimes we can't believe it. We don't, fully trust in it ourselves. But if somebody else can see that, they can see that next level where we're supposed to be operating from, we help each other to see that. We help like pull each other up. We give each other like a little nudge. That's what we are here for. That's what this community is all about. So I'm so grateful to have you here, Deanna. I truly appreciate you. I truly am grateful for you. So, okay, I want to get back to all of you guys. That was my little like piece for today. So yeah, give thanks. This feels so freeing. It feels so good. So I would love for you guys to put in the comments something you are grateful for today. What are you grateful for? Oh, nice. Kim's at her mani-pedi listening. So she's doing some self-care right now. I love that. Nice. You're always taking us with you wherever you go, Kim. Nice. I'm just gonna throw an idea out there okay. I'm thinking, let me know what you guys think. I'm thinking it might be nice to maybe have us all in YouTube on at least one of these days, maybe tomorrow, because I'm feeling bad that Deanna is in the YouTube group all by herself and we're all over here. And it would be nice to have us all together in one place. I'm working on that for the next thing that I do. I hadn't fully thought out folks that are not on social media, since so many of my people come through Facebook. I'm grateful for the sunshine. Yay. I love that. Who else has something they are grateful for? Deanna said, I am grateful for the time I've had this morning for creating. Yay. Okay, so Deanna said she can't join tomorrow because she has a session at the same time. But maybe, well, Deanna, just let me know the next day that you will be able to join us live. And maybe we'll all try to be on YouTube so we can be together. And I'm going to work on for the next event that I do, having a platform where everything's succinct, where everybody can be on there together, where the chat is all together. This is an evolution. We're all learning and growing. Okay, so Samantha said, grateful for peace coming back into my life and grateful for the universe for allowing me to get my cargo back. Yay! So you're going to be getting your stuff. That is something so grateful to be. I'm so happy for you. I'm so grateful that's happening for you. Words can't even come out quick enough. So Samantha moved to Hawaii. Oh my gosh, a number of months ago. I'm not even sure how long she's been there at this point. Oh, Noelle saying maybe Zoom. Yeah, let me just finish the Samantha thing. Sorry, I'm like jumping around. So Samantha moved to Hawaii a number of months ago and had some issues with the moving company. Hasn't been able to get her things, but it's looking like once she released something that was holding her back, now everything is flowing to her from the universe. And I love that. When we can be in gratitude, that's how it happens. You are so welcome, Samantha. It's so amazing to witness your journey. And I give thanks for this community. I love witnessing people, on their evolution as they grow. And now you're getting to witness me on my evolution as I'm growing. So you know what? I just want to ground everybody in. So make sure your feet are flat on the floor. We're going to take 3 deep breaths in. So we're going to, as usual, breathe in for a count of 4, hold it in our heart for a count of 4, breathe out for a count of 6. So today we're going to do something a little bit different though. We are going to breathe in gratitude, hold gratitude in our heart, and then when we exhale, we're going to exhale love that we're sending out to the world. We're first sending it out to ourselves and everybody in this group, everybody who's part of the 7-day Living Your Best Life challenge. But yeah, then just let it ripple out. Let it ripple out to your city, your state, your country, and eventually it ripples out to the whole universe. If we're all sending love out there, love is a very high frequency. And guess what? Love is the same frequency as gratitude. That's something we'll talk about a little bit more later. But so know that that's the same frequency you're breathing in and holding your heart is the same frequency you're sending out to the world in the vibration of love. So please have your feet flat on the floor. So you are grounded. If you can have shoes off, even better. If you have dirt or grass you can touch, even better. Okay, so we are going to breathe in and we're going to breathe in gratitude for ourselves, for everything that's ever happened to us, for all of the people in our lives, whether they are friends or what appear to be enemies. The Dalai Lama calls them frenemies. But these are the people who help us grow. Everybody is placed in our path for a reason to help us grow some sort of lesson. So here we go. We're going to breathe in gratitude for 4, hold it in our heart, and breathe out for 4. And you want to, or breathe out for 6. You want to remember to breathe out of your mouth as if you're breathing through a straw. Okay. And just let it all out. Let all that love flow out to the world. So breathe in, hold it in your heart. 2, 3, 4, and let it go. Okay, we're going to breathe in. Hold it in our heart. 2, 3, 4, and let all that love flow out. And one more, gratitude in. Hold it in your heart and let it go. Yes, give thanks. Do you guys feel that energy shift? Just those 3 breaths totally resets our energetic system. Harmonic convergence. Yes, JD. Yes, yes. Samantha said it's all flowing again, and I am so grateful. Well, Samantha, I want you to be grateful for yourself, okay? Because you took that brave step. You took that brave step, and you knew that there was some things that needed to be cleared from your life, and it wasn't easy to do. Do I have your permission to share with the group what you've recently released. I feel like it would be helpful for them. Let me know. But yeah, Samantha did recently let go of something, and it was something very challenging for her. Give thanks, Scott. I see Scott came in. If anybody new comes in, please just put your name. Put your name and where you're coming in from in the comments. Sorry, the garbage truck is here right now, so it might be a little loud. So I'm just gonna flow with what's happening here. It took all my courage. Thank you for encouraging me. Yes, you do have my permission. Okay, give thanks, Samantha. So Samantha has a son who is in his young 20s. He has some issues with alcohol. And I think potentially, I think there was some other drugs involved as well. She just moved back to Hawaii, bought a place. He decided he was going to come stay there and was really like restricting her and holding her back and causing a lot of issues. And she went and spoke to the police about like some of the disturbance that was going on, and she like took that brave move and reported what was going on. And because of the situation, they were able to come and take him into custody. And hopefully he is getting the help that he needs. And once Samantha did that, everything has been opening up for her. All of her things are coming back to her, which were being held. She didn't know if she would ever get her things back, that she, like all of her things, she moved to Hawaii. And all of these things are just flowing back to her now. And it's just so beautiful. And this is what happens when we are grateful for every little thing that happens. We need to have gratitude for each and every moment, because everything is happening divinely, exactly as it should in each and every moment. Okay. So, I think I'm going to have us do a little meditation. So now that we've taken our deep breaths, just want you to get comfortable in your seat. I want you to close your eyes and just relax. Know that you are safe, you are secure, you are grounded. I want you to take a moment and think about all the things you're grateful for about yourself. What are the things you are grateful about yourself? That's where we're going to start. So feel into that. Where do you have gratitude for yourself? Is it for your accomplishments? Is it for your intelligence? Is it you're grateful for your body and all that it does for you? You're grateful that you have self-awareness to recognize these places where we need to elevate. What are those things you're grateful for about yourself? What do you love about yourself? Okay, I want you to think about the people that surround you. What are you grateful for regarding the people that surround you? That could be your family, that could be friends, that could be family members, that could be colleagues you work with, that could be your neighbor. Who surrounding you are you grateful for? I know I can name so many. And many of you are right here in this group. I'm grateful for each and every one of you. You all play a role in my unfolding, and I'm playing a role in your unfolding. Iron sharpens iron. We each help each other to reach a next level. When we surround ourselves with people that see our highest self, they see our best version, they can help us to get there quicker. Sometimes there's things that block us from seeing that best version. But when we can stay in gratitude and always be feeling this feeling of gratitude within our bodies, we're able to see more things that we're grateful for. I hate to do this, but I'm going to shift you to feeling how it feels like if you're feeling uncomfortable within yourself. I want you to tense up every muscle in your body. Feel what that feels like. Now let it all go. Release it and let it all go. We are the ones that create that within ourselves. The fear, the doubt, the worry, the shame, the blame. Nobody can create that within you. But when we can stay in a state of gratitude and feel that gratitude, we continue to be surrounded by people who are also grateful and who are also at that frequency. So be grateful for those people who surround you, whether they're at your frequency or not, because those people who are not at your frequency are helping you learn, discontent, that maybe you don't want to be around that energy. Everything is a lesson. It's all here to teach us something. Every person, every experience. So yeah, we felt ourselves. We felt gratitude for those who surround us, for the things in our environment. I give thanks and I'm grateful for the beach, being in walking distance of my house. I'm grateful to be in a place that's warm and humid. I'm grateful for all the amazing fruits and vegetables here. I'm grateful for reggae music that makes me feel joyous, makes me want to dance around. So, what are the things in your environment that bring you joy? What are you grateful for? How about the things your state has to offer? And the country. What are you grateful for about the country that you live in? Or what are you not grateful for about the country you live in? Maybe there's some discontent or longing to be somewhere else. Pay attention to that. That's a sign letting you know where you're supposed to be. And maybe think about your job. What are you grateful about regarding your job, your vocare, your mission in this lifetime? What are you here to do? That might not be what you get paid for right now. But this can be looking at your job. This can also be looking at your mission. So, what are you grateful for in regards to your job or your mission here in life? I'm grateful to be able to empower people to live their best lives. That feels really good to me. Feels really good to me to help people gently and lovingly reach that next level. To have people in our community that can firmly but lovingly push us to that next level. Sometimes we all need that. We need that little push. So, what are those areas where you need a little push? And what are the areas where you are grateful? When we think about what we're grateful for, it also helps us see those areas of longing and discontent. These things all flow and they're all interchanged. They're not separate processes. Yes, we're doing different actions on different days, but truly these things all flow together. They're all part of the big circle. I guess you can look at it. I'm seeing Dean Graziosi pop in my head because he uses this visual for one of his workshops. But the spokes on a wheel, you are the spokes. These are all the different spokes on the wheel. All these different areas where we can be grateful, but then also see where we would still love to grow some more. So I want you to think about gratitude in terms of your time and money freedom, maybe some of the places you've been able to travel, or some of the places you would love to travel. What are you grateful about in regards of your time, money, or location freedom? And that can even be a future vision. I'm so happy and grateful now that I make $10,000 a month. Speak it into existence. Be specific. What is it that you want? What would you love? Yeah, let's take that next step. Actually, we're going to step into a time machine. Okay? In this time machine, when we step out, we're going to be 3 years in the future. So we're going to be in 2028. So I want you to take a few minutes and really think about where you're going to be in terms of your health and well-being. And I want you to think, I'm so happy and grateful now that, what does your health and well-being look like? Feel that vibrant, energetic self, fully healed. If you had any ailments, they've now dissipated. And you feel so exuberant and full of energy that no disease could live in your body. What are those things you're doing for your well-being? What are those things that bring you joy? How are you getting your exercise? Are you still dancing? Are you dancing on the beach with me? Are you swimming? What are you doing? So remember, we're 3 years in the future. We're going to pop over to your relationships. Okay? So we're 3 years in the future. I'm so happy and grateful that, what do you see in terms of your relationships? That could be your love relationship, your partner. That could be your relationship with yourself. That could be your friends or your family that are surrounding you. It could be the people you are working with. Maybe you have some big project happening and you're thrilled about the amazing people who are stepping forward, want to work on these projects with you, who see your vision, who want to help that to unfold and blossom and bloom as it's meant to. We all have a mission here. What does that look like for you? So I guess we've stepped into mission. Now we're looking at your mission or your vocare. What is it you're here to do in this world? What does that look like? You're so happy to get up in the morning. I see you. I feel your energy. So happy to get up in the morning and go do this job. What is that for you? When we're done, you guys are going to have to share in the comments, because I feel like somebody's energy, like a bursting through of like something that just came through to them that would bring them so much joy to do as their job or their mission. And then time, money, location freedom. We're 3 years in the future. You have all the time and money that you would love to do everything that you would love to do. You're able to travel to all those places you would love to be. I want you to think about where that is. Where are you going? You're hopping on a plane. Where are you getting off? Maybe you're doing some humanitarian work or charity work with that money. Let me know, what is it you're doing? You're healing people. Somebody's healing people. I mean, I know we're all healers. We all have that capacity. Yes, I feel your glow. I feel you feeling this energy of what it feels like to live your best life. I feel this love and gratitude radiating from all that has come to you. So I also want you to go and give thanks to all of the things, give gratitude to all of the things that have ever happened to you in your life, even the most horrific moments, because you would not be who you are today on this mission if it wasn't for those things happening to you. They happened to teach you a lesson. They all happened for a reason. So know that you are exactly where you need to be and feel what that feels like. Okay, I know this feels great, you guys, to be 3 years in the future, having all of these things that we would love. But I'm going to invite you to come back. When you feel comfortable, I want you to open up your eyes and come back to us. Okay, all sorts of comments. Let me see. Yay. Okay. So I'm not sure if I'm seeing all of the comments because it seems to not let me want to scroll anymore. But Samantha says, I'm grateful for all the beauty that surrounds me. Whoops. Okay, hold on. Let's go back over here. Okay. Hold on. Why is it not letting me see all of the comments? Okay. Samantha says, right, everything happens for a reason. On my way up, I am fit, eating off the land, immersed in perpetuating the culture here and a healing lifestyle. I have only positive minded and supportive folks surrounding me. I'm also on the way to becoming a peer counselor for women who are stuck in bad relationships. My experiences can help build them to regain their power as women and not to give that away to anyone. Wow, I'm feeling that. I am loving that, Samantha. Can we all just take a moment and we're just going to like close our eyes and imagine that and feel that for Samantha? Let's hold space for her. What a beautiful vision. I love the clarity that's in there. So, I really feel you, supporting women that you encounter who've gone through challenging relationships as you have. You've been there, you've done it, you can help guide them. I think you're the perfect person for that. I see you being in such good shape. You're healthy, you're vibrant, you've got so much energy. You're eating the food that you're growing on your land, which is beautiful. It's been blessed by you. Wow. I totally feel this for you. I feel you flowing. I feel you expanding. Love it. Samantha said, I receive it. Thank you. Yes. Give thanks. Love that. Let's see, what else do we have? I'm also grateful for all the experiences and wonderful people I met on the mainland through the last 32 years, how I was led to healing and a deeper spiritual life in my reggae family. Okay, let me see if there's some other comments. See, Julie came in. Welcome, Julie. JD. Oh, yeah, JD was in here earlier. It's showing me some of the comments. Let's see. Okay. So anybody else who is here with us, would you like to share what you saw in that visualization? What did you feel within your body? Were you able to feel what living that best life felt like for you? I want you to definitely take some time, if you guys would like to journal, to write some of these things down, to write what they felt like, to write some of these things that came up for you. Maybe there was some longing and discontent that came up as you were thinking of these things that you were grateful for. Let me know what that is. So I am going to, earlier I alluded to gratitude being on the same frequency as love. So there is a guy named Dr. David Hawkins who did a frequency scale. So he looked at different feelings and he measured them to see what frequency they are at. And I love visuals. Actually, let me see. Yeah, no, I'm not going to bother with technology. I just want to flow. I don't want PowerPoints. But I will post it in the group. I'll post it in the Living Your Best Life group later today, what this chart looks like. But basically, it's a pyramid. Actually, it's an upside down pyramid. And as you go up the scale, the frequencies are increasing. So at the low end of the scale, we have like shame, blame at like 20, 30, fear, I think is at 100, as we come up and we're getting pride, and I'm forgetting some of the ones that are in between. But as you come up, the frequencies increase. When you get to a 500, you're at love. Gratitude is also the same frequency of love. 600 is peace. 700 plus is enlightenment. So those would be the frequencies that you are radiating at when you're emanating these feelings. So an important tool to remember that I often teach is that, okay, yes, we want to be at love as much as possible because that's where we need to be at to manifest as well. 500 is a magic number. And that's where we need to be to manifest. So I often talk about like, okay, we're human. So sometimes we might drop down to a lower frequency. But when that happens, the way we can bring ourselves right back up so we're in alignment to receive all that all that we would love, all that our intentions we've put out there. If we think about what we are grateful for, that helps us bring us right back to that frequency of love. When we continue to always focus on what we are grateful for, we begin to see more things around us that we are grateful for. When we focus on our longings and our discontent and the things that we don't like, or the things that are going wrong, or the bad things that happen to us, and that person who, something happens to them and they've got to go tell the whole world. And you know what? I was that person at one point in time. I would need to call my friends and talk through that thing with my friends. But when we do that, yes, it's important to release these things. But if we're going and we're telling you know, 5 different people, you're just keeping yourself in that same frequency. And I used to feel like I needed to talk to somebody to get that out. Now I learned that I can just pick up my journal and get it out. We can do this ourselves. It is nice to share things with others, but I'm talking about that person that just keeps telling the same story. And you've heard that story 20 times already, or maybe you've heard it 100 times already. But that person just keeps telling that same story and they're stuck. It's like a broken record. You're like, oh, here comes the story again. But you know what? We can change that story. We can change that story. We can rewrite our story. We don't have to keep telling that same story. We can be grateful for what happened to us, and we can have gratitude and look at what we learned. Sorry, loud motorcycle. We can look at what it is we learned through that experience, because everything happens to us for a reason in each and every day. So if we can stay in the state of gratitude, and what they say, always look for the silver lining in things, there are so many tidbits of wisdom that we can get when we're not focusing on, being the victim and this happened to me and that happened to me and I don't have money to do this and I can't do that. We don't see all the blessings before us. We don't see all the things to be grateful for. But when we can stay in the state of gratitude, like, I'm grateful to be in Jamaica. I'm grateful for this space that I have here that is very comfortable and walking distance to the beach. I'm grateful for the amazing people I'm meeting who are in such an alignment with where I'm at, and even pushing me to the next level. I love that. I am so grateful. And you know what? Each and every day I pull out my journal, and this is my Reggae is Bigger Than Music journal, giving a little shout out to Messenger Sela. I got this journal for him. But every morning I get up and I write 10 things in my journal that I'm grateful for. The first one each and every day is grateful for life, grateful to be here another day. My second one, I always say, is being grateful for my body and all that it does for me. But every day, it's really important to focus on these things that we're grateful for. And if we set that energy, if that's how we start our day, it's amazing what can unfold. Absolutely amazing what we can draw to us when we're looking for what we're grateful for, rather than those things where we have longing and discontent. Yes, look at those, journal them. Let's look at moving our body and letting those things go so that we can focus on what we are grateful for. So that is what I have for today. You know what? Let's do There's a couple more comments. Felt it as if it's my truth. Yay, I love that. And when it's coming through authentically, I feel like people can feel it more. So I hope you guys let me know how it felt with me being off script, not necessarily following an agenda, just allowing whatever flows through to flow through. Let me know how that felt to you. Samantha saying felt like as if it's my truth. I feel energized. I feel the amazing energy flowing through. It feels so much better for me not being like, oh, where was I in my agenda? Let me get back to that. No, like we don't have to, we're breaking the rules right now. We don't have to follow all these agendas. Like I was in formal like education, have my master's degree in clinical social work, and yet we had to do these presentations, and even professionally had to have these PowerPoints, and had to be, you know, everybody had to have an agenda that you hand to them before you start the event, and which is good. It's good to have an agenda. It's good to flow. There's time and place for that. But I think people really get so much, even so much more from us just being really authentic, really coming authentic and real and letting energy flow through. Samantha said, oh, what? I got to hit him up and get one. Oh, yeah, hit up Sila. He just got some new ones. Reggae is bigger than music. Messenger Sila. Yes, I. Using your journal and promoting you out there. Love what you do, brother. Yes, I. Yeah, so let me know how you guys are feeling. Let me know. Yeah, I feel like it's a wrap. I feel like we covered everything. I just want to do a little recap. I didn't do this at the beginning because I'm not following an agenda. I just jumped right into the flow, but I want to do a little recap of the last couple days. So, day one, we were talking about setting our intentions. We set 3 intentions that we wanted for the week that we were going to work towards. I encouraged everybody to put that on a Post-it note, or if you have time or feel called, to do a vision board of those intentions. I asked everybody who is registered for the challenge, in order to be in the running for the exciting prizes I'm giving away at the end, you would need to go into the chat. We have a chat for the 7-day Living Your Best Life Challenge here in this group. I'll put that link in the chat too, if anybody else who is not officially registered would like to be in the group and share their intentions, see what other people's intentions are. I want this to be something that everyone feels welcome to join in. You're also welcome to still register. In order to be in the running for the prizes that I'm giving away, you will need to be registered. You're already in the Facebook group. You would need to be in the chat. You would need to watch each of the 7 lives. This is a 7-day challenge. You would need to watch each of the 7 lives. And if you're watching the replay, you would put hashtag replay so that I know you are there and can give you credit. And you would also need to post your action steps, which really only shouldn't take more than 5 to 10 minutes. If somebody wants to spend more time on them, I encourage that. But these are all steps, small little action steps. I want to show you how in just like 5 or 10 minutes a day, you can really move your life forward and get some momentum flowing for yourself. So that was day one. So if you haven't posted in the group, please make sure you do that. You have up until the day after the challenge ends to do that. So what date is that? I forget right now. I don't have a calendar right in front of me because I'm on my phone, but it's all good. I will put that in the chat. So day 2. Who remembers what day 2 was? What did we focus on yesterday on day 2? Anybody? Who's here with me? What did we focus on in day 2? Day 2. What did we do? Who knows? Who knows what we did on day 2? Nobody? Come on now. Day 2. Okay, so since I don't know who all is still here with me, but yeah, so yesterday on day 2, we did moving with purpose. So we had our assignment was to do 20 minutes of exercise to feel, oh, there, Samantha, yay. Okay, there we go. Moving and releasing day 2. Yes, exactly. I knew somebody was in here who knew what's up. So yesterday we spent 20 minutes. Our goal was to spend 20 minutes doing some sort of active exercise, moving our body. We talked about some of the blocks that we might have that might be holding us back from living our best lives. And sorry, I'm just getting back to the comments here. Yeah, now I see your comment come up. There was some sort of delay. I think sometimes there's a delay in the comments. So it's all good. A little silence is good as well. No worries. So yeah, so we talked about, our blocks, and then when we move our body, it helps us to release those blocks that we have, our emotional blocks. So yesterday, Deanna and I walked to the beach and went for a swim. That was my action step. If you didn't post your action step in the chat, or you can also post it in the WhatsApp group. 2 options. And next go around, we're moving it to the next level. Everybody will be in one place. It'll be one cohesive platform. And I had access to that and just, yeah. So ever evolving and growing. Yes. And grateful for that. Grateful for taking these brave steps and how amazing it feels to come out here and just flow and not have an agenda. I really love it. And I hope you guys are enjoying it too. I would love if you shared maybe how today felt different for you. Me just flowing and being authentic and letting this talk on gratitude come out, however it was intended to. And then today 3, of course, was gratitude. So your assignment for today is to post 3 things in the chat or the WhatsApp group that you are grateful for. And then, how that made you feel as you go throughout your day. I want you to go through your day thinking about being grateful. So, as you're walking down the road, I'm grateful for that beautiful tree. I'm grateful that I have the ability to go walk to the beach, during the middle of the day. Not everybody can do that. I am grateful for this amazing food that is nourishing my body. As you go through your day, before you eat your food, I'm so grateful for this food. Yeah, and sometimes we do think about it maybe before we eat food, but I want you to try to work that into your day. See how that goes. See how you're able to work gratitude. Be thinking about what you're grateful for throughout the day today, and let me know how that feels. All right. Peace and love, tribe. I'm trying to think if I had any other housekeeping business to share with you all. Does anybody else have the way it should be, Rosie? Yay. I love that. So does anybody else have any questions, comments, anything before we close out today? I'm grateful for each and every one of you being here. And yeah, I encourage you to be in a state of gratitude as much as possible. It's amazing the things that flow to you when you stay in a space of gratitude. And I'm so excited to hear all the amazing shares tomorrow and in the chat. I want everybody to be supporting one another in that chat. And yeah, if anybody feels to go into the WhatsApp group, I know Deanna is definitely in the WhatsApp group because she is not on Facebook. And yeah, I will, like I said, I will be resolving this issue the next time we run an event. Off the cusp, my puppies like guava. Oh, nice. Yay. Love that. So they are grateful and enjoying the guava in your yard. I love that. Beautiful. It's probably really healthy for them. There's probably lots of vitamins and minerals that are getting from that. So that's beautiful. Okay, so I am going to wrap up today. I give thanks for everyone who was here, sending peace and love out to everyone. May you receive this. And know that I love each and every one of you. Know that each and every one of you are a bright, shining light. I see you living your best life. You're glowing. You're shining bright for everybody to see. You're helping remind others that they are the light too. You're just flowing at such a high frequency, and it just feels really good. It feels really good. You've got love and peace in your heart. I just feel that for you. Please go out and radiate gratitude wherever you go today. All right. Give thanks, everybody. Peace and love.